back to Unscrewed. Palmistry is an ancient art whose practitioners can foresee the future by studying the hands. And tonight I'm getting my palm read live on this television broadcast. Please welcome author and palm reader Madalyn Aslan. How you doing, Madalyn? Great to have you here on the program. Very pleased to meet you. I got to be frank with you right out of the gate here. I always kind of thought this stuff was poppycock, the stuff of cartoons. You firmly believe this and are sort of a master at it, maybe one of the best in the country.
It's a science. Your lines change every 3 weeks, so it's not about...
I don't dispute that the lines on my hands might change every 3 weeks, but can that really predict the future, the fact that I've got lines changing?
Well, I mean, the whole idea about the lines changing is you have choice. You have free will and choice, and you have to use it. See, as you're right-handed, your left hand is the hand of your potential, how you come into the world, and then your right hand is what you're actually doing with it. Here is where the lines change every 3 weeks, so you can constantly see what's going on. And
my left hand has a lot to do with how I come into the world, you say?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And actually we can see these are pretty different. You actually need to let more people help you because these are very strong.
I don't need any help.
Yes, you do.
I'm a one-man army, Madalyn. I don't need no help.
No, see, look how hard the hands are.
Calloused.
Well, it's because you aren't letting enough in. You're giving it all out. You're giving to everyone, and you need to let it in more.
Use a condom, I think is what she's saying.
So you're saying that I'm selfless and beneficent. That's what you can tell.
Exactly.
Tell me what you're actually seeing here. What lines are you looking at, and how are you gleaning this information?
Everyone see this gap between your life and your headline. The farther apart it is, the more independent you are, the more you go out into the world.
And mine are very far apart?
It's very far apart. You have always taken care of yourself. Always. The closer it is, the more attached and shy you are. And then see, Marty, how it goes out across the palm? This means you're going to go further and further and further out into the world.
How far? How far am I going?
As far as you want to.
Really?
The only
Unlimited potential is what you're saying.
Here, see, he's got success everywhere, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
But here, your Mercury, which rules communication, this is where you're not being so direct.
He can't talk, it's true.
This is, no,
what are you talking about? I host a talk show, Laura.
This is in terms of the opposite sex. This is in terms of...
Now we're getting somewhere.
If you have a crooked Mercury, okay, see how his finger is bent here? Let's see, Laura's yours. A little straighter.
A little straighter, but not much.
No, look, it's bent on her left hand, which means you were born with this genetically, because the left hand is genetics.
So it's like a genetic
look
defect?
how much she's worked on it. She's fixed it. See, in her right hand. You, on the other hand, you need to still work on it. Okay. This relates to feeling actually the absence of communication with a parent when you were younger. And
That's not true. Well, yeah, there was that. Okay, you're right. Madalyn, when did you first realize that you had this gift?
Oh, gosh, all my life. I mean, I actually didn't think it was anything different. I thought, this is just the way I see the world, you know, this is how it goes. It really didn't come across to me until people started coming and knocking on the door and bothering my mother and asking me, you know, what am I going to do about this?
Can we see the little witch child? No, you didn't start out as a palmer. You actually started out as a child actor. You were in the Martian Chronicles with Rock Hudson, right?
That actually was when I was 12. That was my first.
Rock Hudson was one of the first guys whose palm you read, right?
Professionally, yeah.
When you read his palm, could you tell his secret? Did you know that he was a gay man?
Yeah.
You did? And you... How do you tell?
Well, see, it's right here.
Does having clear nail polish on, does that indicate anything? Because
why?
You got a manicure, Marty, and you get them every week.
I got a manicure for the first time in my life today in preparation for this segment.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Because I knew I was going to have my hand all over television.
Thank you.
It was just for you.
He was a Scorpio, which means that everything's under the surface. See, whereas you're out there, except with the opposite sex, where you just need to communicate your needs more. You need to say, I need this, or I need that. But look, I want to talk about your Jupiter for a second, because that's what my book is about, and it is the most exciting part.
All right, well, let's do it quickly.
Let's talk about the Jupiter. Look how high, look how big his Jupiter is. This is amazing, okay?
My Jupiter. Well, that's my index finger is my Jupiter?
Yeah, this is the finger we point with. It's direction, it's all your luck. Scientists posit that Jupiter actually protects us from asteroids aimed right at us. Jupiter's gravitational field is so huge, so powerful, it deflects these asteroids right off their course. Otherwise, we'd be destroyed. It's amazing.
Now you're starting to make sense.
Thank you. Thank you.
When do you think that palmistry will be regarded as a real science and accepted by the scientific establishment?
Well, it'll help when we don't have this fundamentalist government, which thinks it's very satanic. But I think
a lot of people do think that what you're doing right now is the devil's work. In fact, you have a book, the only children's book about astrology for children. You say it's banned in 7 states.
It's a
How does it feel to know that you're going to hell, Madalyn? Which?
I don't know. Why don't you tell her, Marty?
I'll see you there, everyone. Hey, that's going to have to do it. That's all the time we had. By the way, I just want to mention real quickly, you are the resident psychic of the Guggenheim Museum?
Yes, and the only palmist in Who's Who in America ever.
Really?
Yes.
Don't you pay to get into Who's Who in America?
No,
though?
you do not. That's such a fiction.
I'm
it's
thinking,
total
okay,
fallacy.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Madalyn, it's great to have you here.
Thank you
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
And teaching us this very illuminating stuff. You got to check out Madalyn's books and perhaps learn more about your future at her website. It's all free at your website, isn't it?
Yeah, you get your monthly horoscopes, your weekly horoscopes, your daily horoscopes, all for free. It's all about healing. And it's all about your Jupiter luck, too, how to get rich and lucky.
There you go. You can find it at MadalynAslan.com. Thanks so much for being here. All right, after the break.